Hey everybody, and welcome to another 30 Days of Galactics. This is Wurple from the Collective of Watchers. Now, the Collective, if you have not seen the other videos, had Met Shep, the bubble ship captain. We had Winston from he's a vegan. We had Rek, who is a canine being. He just called himself a dog man. I don't think he ever gave me a planet or anything. And then we had Polray, who was a Syrian sort of energy, they're saying. And then next on the list was Wurple. Now, Wurple was very, very naked, sitting in a chair. All he had was a pendulum, I believe a crystal pendulum, around his neck. And they were a technician monitoring they used some very interesting words. So I'm just going to read this to you because the wording was interesting. I am Wurple, and he spoke like, so if you've seen Futurama and Dr. Zoidberg, who's like, and like makes those noises, he spoke like Dr. Zoidberg as he was talking. Says, I am Wurple, another technician monitoring the local denizens for fluctuations in their quantum fields that make them acceptable to discoveries so we may take them and alter the energy field so they may live better lives and wake to the truth of the universe, that we are here. We would all like to walk off our ships and reach out hands, invite those who need healing on voluntarily to meet us without fear and experience free rides into other worlds. That is all. Please talk again. So he has a full channel. He might have two full channels that we did the weekend that I met him at the UFO conference. But Wurple was there because he was like the doctor, essentially, is the sense they gave me. He's a Venusian, not of human form, they said. A lot of Venusians look like they have human form. Not of human form was a clarification, which I didn't really understand that because he was humanoid too. But he was looking, when he says quantum fields, they were monitoring people at this show to figure out, like, hey, who is capable of handling an energetic upgrade? Who is capable of being shifted to the next level? Because the show we were at was very dark and dense, and there were beams of light. There were people who were awake, a few here and there, and some beautiful people. But overall, the energy was just not that high vibrational, and it's because the people were not awake. Essentially, there's a large community of people out there that subscribe to, conspiracy theories or ufology or paranormal stuff, ghost hunting, Sasquatch, that are not awake, that are deeply, deeply unawake, are fascinated with what they're experiencing or have experienced, but are not able to step outside and be objective, or not operating from a loving heart space, are not accepting of the wide variety and intentions of different beings, that not all are malicious. And so when they were there, they were doing these upgrades to help people with the new frequencies of New Earth, essentially. And they showed me, they were like, this is what our ship does. And they'd show me images of them, like after the show, they would be hovering or flying their little ship, and then a car would pop, the lights and everything would shut off. They would take the people, they'd pop them down in the car, and it'd be like nothing ever happened. They would just keep driving as though just a split second of missing time. Essentially, it would be very, very quick and unnoticeable. And they didn't want me telling anybody because that would create fear, so I had to wait until after the show to share that channel or communication. I guess the difference between that and a channel is they're usually not there with you. They were there. They were at the show. I was just talking to them telepathically from many hundred feet away. And so Wurple was like the doctor. He was looking for people through their quantum field, through their energy and vibration, and going, okay, that one's ready, this one's ready, this one's ready. We're going to take those tonight. And when I say those, I mean we're going to take those people tonight, and we're going to upgrade and shift them. And as far as I know, they did. I didn't hear any reports at the show of that happening, but as far as I know, they did. Anytime beings tell me something, I trust it. Yeah, I have my doubts. Sometimes don't. Sometimes I doubt my intuition, but it always turns out right. I even have friends who say, "Jesus, you're always right." They're like, "You're always right. Like this is crazy. Even if it doesn't make sense at the time, it's always right." So they were there doing that work and probably helped a lot of people wake up energetically to their existence, to the existence of extraterrestrials who were and galactics who were trying to help people. And then uh, the other one, this is the fifth member, was Cobra. And Cobra was a Sasquatch. Now, we drew him, he looks more humanish here. And he was a Sasquatch, but he wasn't working with them. So the ship was parked in a field. There was a field kind of in the distance. I think it was like if you drove down the one way like a quarter mile or something, there was a field across the street. And they had the ship parked off by the woods, and so nobody could like potentially see it even though it was out of phase, that type of thing. And then Cobra was sitting in the field watching the butterflies, watching the birds and all of that. And I was like, okay, well you're with this team, this collective of watchers. Why are you just sitting there? And they said that they were just there to help protect things. Now, I've seen many groups of ETs, and oftentimes there is a single Sasquatch type being with them. And the reason I get every time is they're there for protection and for just helping with stuff. They don't seem to be technologically involved, nor I don't think I've met a Sasquatch yet that is like, yay, technology, or loves it in any way. They're just there to do their part to help raise humanity and guide the beings that are on Earth. And in a lot of cases, to just protect those who are doing it. Now, some of us might think, well, why would they need protection? Because they're so advanced. A lot of these beings are so advanced they don't technically need the protection. But that's just the reason they've given me every single time. I had somebody ask me that one time, and they were like, well, the Galactics that they were working with said they wouldn't even need the protection because if there was a bullet or something, it might go into the flesh, but the bones are so dense and everything that it wouldn't hurt. And I was like, why? I don't know. A lot of beings are far more advanced than us and can do things with their mind that we can just dream of right now. And all I know is that I've had several ships come, and Sasquatches are like the scouts. They're saying they know the land too. They know the energy of Earth. They're able to blend in more easily, vibrationally, and that they are protectors. That they're there to be like not just to protect them, the beings they're with, but to protect humans from them too. So if you're not vibrationally aligned, or to set up different areas for when they're landing and all this other stuff. So I'm not sure on the entire aspect of it. I just know that more than once I've seen groups of beings with a Sasquatch, and on other occasions they haven't been with them. I've seen beings come up and walk around, and there is no Sasquatch, but Cobra was one of them. And he also used the name Cobra. I was like, what's your name? And he just goes, Cobra, because it'll make you laugh or something. I think it's even written here. Let me see what this says. He said he was a Sasquatch, not a man, a guardian to his friends because of his size and body type. They are small and frail. He is hard and durable, able to throw a human with a single hand if he deemed it necessary. He had other duties too, but he mostly guarded, lifted, and protected, helped where needed, wandered, observed, and observed life around the area in the sunshine while no one sees, but stayed in the fields and forests, did not scare or disturb people. And then he chose the name Cobra because it was a name to laugh at, and we just kind of had fun with it. But the idea was that this was a group of beings who was widely diverse, and not all of them. So that's the other thing, is people look at Galactics too in Extraterrestrials and they think, oh, they're all more advanced, they're all far more powerful. That's not actually the case. There's a wide range of body types, a wide range of energies, a wide range of vibrational energies, a wide range of capacities to defend themselves. So some of them do need protection, some of them do need help, and that sort of thing. It'd be like, hey, if in 20 years they land and we become galactics ourselves traveling around the universe, we wouldn't just go to other planets that have beings who might be able to hurt us without having our own protection. And maybe at that time we have Sasquatches with us. But it's all about them working together with their strengths and not their weaknesses. So I appreciate you watching this video. If you have any questions, let me know. That was the collective of watchers, and I love you all, and I'm grateful for each and every one of you. If you feel like supporting me or my journey, please reach out on awakenwithwillow.com for a spirit art reading, or to buy a book, or book a I have events now. Actually, that's the other thing. I have events now that will be posted there and on social media too. So you can find events right now. There's going to be one. So it is currently April 19th, I think, right now. April 18th or 19th. And so May 4th, I have an event in Long Island, New York. May 6th, I have one outside of Philadelphia, and I'm currently working on some more, potentially one in Pittsburgh, potentially one in some other areas until I get out west. And out west, I'll have more events to announce too. So thank you all for watching. Love you all.